Today we are talking squats, but we're not talking powerlifting.
Bodybuilding.
We're talking bodybuilding.
And a lot of bodybuilders, when they do squats, some like to go beneath parallel, which is good. It gets your hammies and glutes as well. I always preferred parallel. Just depends on what you like to do. You can do a combination of both, but I just preferred to go to parallel, keep the tension on the quads and come up. Some will go deeper and bounce out, which you shouldn't bounce out, but I just preferred parallel. And then foot stance too. I know a lot of powerlifters will go wider. I just preferred like shoulder like that. Some go wider, some go narrow, but I always just used to find when I put it on my back and I walk back, wherever my feet are, that's where they are. I never try and go super wide or super narrow. So, and then rep range, squats is one of those things where when I was younger I'd get up to 7 plates a side, 6 to 8 reps, and then sometimes when I did them with Tom Platz we might go anywhere from 3 to 5 plates, but for 20 reps. The odd occasion I'd do crazy things like 2 plates a side for 100 reps. And the thing with legs are they're very responsive to heavy weights, low reps, and then if you want to have a break from that, which you should, because going heavy all the time on squats does affect your knees and back a lot, so it's good to change it up and go to the lighter weight and more reps. And trust me, even doing the lighter weight more reps, your legs will still grow. Sometimes it's actually harder, because if you go heavy, sure it's heavy, but doing 6 reps is 6 reps. 2 plates to 100 reps is like a fucking eternity. It takes forever. And by the time you get to 50, your legs are hurting, your hammies are hurting, your lower back's hurting, your breathing's so, but yeah, it's good to mix it up. But the good thing is just use good form, keep your, I always find too, don't look down or look this way, because sometimes wherever you look you'll go. I used to find if I'm squatting at the gym and there's a mirror, always just look a bit up. If your eyesight's a bit up, your back will stay straighter. So if I was squatting here, I might stare at that O there. Yeah. So as long as your eyesight's up a little bit, normally if you look dead straight, you sometimes tend to go that way. It's like when I used to race cars, wherever you're looking, that's where you generally turn the car. So you always had to look ahead. But if you're on the road, if you're driving your car on the road, you go to check your mirror. This way you look that way. Have you noticed your car will go that way? So generally it's where your focus goes. So I just find keeping your head up a little bit. I'm not warmed up here, so we'll see how I go. Everything will click and clack. So I just walk, you got to walk back a little bit. So as long as you clear the rack, head up, and then just down and back up. Now I don't really pick a pace either. It's just a I see you, Matty, undoing your zip over there. I knew it. As soon as I started squatting, you'd get it out. Just check he doesn't come behind me while I'm doing this. He likes to spot me on this one. He says it keeps my back straight when he puts it in, but I don't believe him.
Okay, go back.
You got that?
Yeah, a couple more reps.
Thanks.
Now obviously if you're a bit more warmed up, you'd be going a bit deeper, but
exactly, yeah.
He's come from a long drive and we've been sitting there talking
for 2 hours. And normally before I do squats, I either ride a bike for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, get the blood in there, or a couple of sets of medium weight leg extensions just to get the blood, because that's like now my knees hurt doing that. But once I'm warmed up, yeah, once everything's nice and loose, then go deeper.
And so what are you going to say to all those haters when you said about 7 plate squats?
Well, there's still a video online. I'll be doing 5 to 7 with Paul Haslam spotting me when I used to train with Paul Haslam. I'm only 17 in the video and the bar's bending. And there's videos online of me at World Gym doing the 5 for 20 reps or more. So yeah, I don't have to say anything to them, because what have they ever done? don't boast about weights. If somebody asks me, I tell them, but I don't go around saying I squatted 7 or like I said, yes, 7 was my max. Could have been 7 and a little bit, but generally, like I said, I'd stay around the 4 or 5 mark.
Yeah.
Well, those real heavy days you want to go crazy, yes, go to 7, but you know, once you say you did 7, it's not like I did it every day. So I said generally 5 was a good working weight all the time without, you know, you could do 7 every day if you wanted, but then things are going to mess up, knees, back and stuff. So 5 was a good, comfortable, well, not comfortable, but good working weight for that stimulates the legs.
And then you just do your normal and just keep pounding out the reps till you...
But the thing is too, even with squats, if you did them first, you might go for your max, but then there's days on legs I did a leg extensions first, 7 sets, and then I might do leg press, 5, 6 sets. So when I do squats last, I might only max out 3 plates a side, but because your legs are so pre-exhausted, the 3 plates almost feels like you're doing 6 or 7 plates, so you don't need to go as heavy, but you're still taxing your leg just the same, and then it's also less taxing on your knees, but you're still getting the same benefit from the squatting. I haven't done it for a while. I'm slowly getting back into them now because I find squatting is one of those things too. Any basic movement, there's a lot of, like I said, unique things on technique as well. Yeah, just the way you hold it, because I've been doing them again like the last couple of weeks, but even just doing this, I haven't done it for so long. Yeah. My shoulders are like, oh, it's hard to get back there. But even though I said, once you get into it and you find that groove, it's easy. Me going down now, I'm like, oh, that doesn't feel good. Normally if you're used to doing it, you just go, everything's right. But now it's like the weight's not heavy when I squat, but it's like, you know, your little stabilizing muscles, because you can squat on a Smith machine, you can squat and the weight's balanced, you don't have to hold it. But when you're doing free weights, all your little stabilizing muscles have to come in, so the weight's not heavy, but as you're going down, you're like, oh, the lower back doesn't feel secure and this doesn't feel so. It's one of those exercises, once you get back into it, you should try and keep them part of your program all the time. But like I said, don't always go heavy, do them last week and go lighter, but still do them so you keep that movement in there.
Well, do you want to have another set while you're warmed up?
Oh,
here we go. We'll get a...
Is that the dinner bell?